Good morning, explorers.
Good morning.
We're in Dublin, Ireland today.
Yes, it's so beautiful. This city is over 1,000 years old. You definitely can tell by all the architecture. It's really cool.
Yes, and this city is also the capital of the Republic of Ireland.
Yes. It's coming to life this morning. It's like, what, 7:30, and it's already filled with people going about their day.
Yes, and we're here in the summer, so it's early sunrise. I mean, we've been up since like 5 this morning.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we're going to take you around in the next couple days and show you what there is to do in this fine city.
Yep, let's go.
All right. So our first stop is the statue of Molly Malone. There was a ballad written about her and how she used to sell cockles and mussels from her barrow. It is said that she died from fever and that she now roams the streets of Dublin, haunting the place.
Yeah, pretty
So
neat.
one of the other things is that we've seen kind of controversial things about this, but it's supposed to be good luck if you go and grab her breast. Yep. Hopefully we have good luck.
Good luck. But also look at this. They have a little thing that you can scan and the statue will talk and tell you the story. Our next stop here is the Halfpenny Bridge. This bridge used to be called the Wellington Bridge. It was built in 1816, but it got its name because they leveraged a halfpenny toll to cross it. That's where it's got its name, the Halfpenny Bridge. That was until 1919, and then now it's free for you guys to just walk across and check out. It's really neat. Google is your friend. Like I said in the other video, you can put where you're going. It'll tell you how to get to the buses. It'll tell you how to walk to places. So you can kind of figure out the city on your own instead of having a tour guide and spending all that money. We found the bus stop.
We're gonna actually flag down the bus, and I mean that in literal sense. You're supposed to flag down the bus driver when they're coming, otherwise they may not stop.
Yeah, apparently that's what you do in Dublin to get a bus.
Our third stop is the Kilmainham jail. This is a jail that was open for over 100 years, where it had some of the hardest criminals and some of the softest criminals all put in the same area. Men, women, and children were all housed together under this one location. Unfortunately, you have to book this 28 days in advance, and our trip was even less than that, so we didn't get a chance. However, on the day of your visit, you can try to get tickets. They do have tickets that'll open up. We haven't had such luck. It's only been like 1 ticket here or 2 tickets there, so we haven't had enough because we need 4 people. Well, good news, I actually misspoke. Nicole kept checking the website and we were able to grab some tickets.
Yeah, all of a sudden 5 tickets popped up and we were able to do it. We have like a 5-minute wait and then we can go head inside, so pretty cool.
Yeah, and if I didn't mention it, you have to book this online. There is no showing up at the gate.
Yeah.
Unless you want to stand outside the gate and book online.
Yeah, for the most part, they fill up so fast that if you don't book 28 days in advance, you're not going to get in here unless there's a no-show.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go get our jail. So this looks like the old entrance into this room. When you're awaiting trial, then they lead you in from the floor. This is what the actual scene would look like. get in your trial box.
It is very cranky.
Very welcome. It's the holding cells here. The guide will be along soon.
Okay, so we're gonna leave you with the video here because we're not supposed to record, so we're just gonna take some pictures and we'll show you some highlights of it. Maybe give you a definition or give you an explanation afterwards.
Yeah, luckily we love to take pictures at least. All right, let's go. Into the jail we go. Michael, you've been a bad boy, so.
Wow, that was an amazing tour. We had a great tour guide. His name was Adam, and even towards the end he was getting emotional because it's still very raw and it's very early that this had happened. There was not just criminals in there, but there were political prisoners, protesters, some people who were just starving. Better option, beg and go to jail to get food in your belly because you were just starving on the streets.
Yeah, because the potato famine was horrible here.
Yes, from what we understand is that it wasn't even just because of the starvation that was happening there. They were literally taking the food and shipping it back to England.
Yeah, it's such a sad time in this history. So we're not going to actually be able to do it, but if you do get a chance, do a walking tour because you will learn so much history of the town. Our next stop here is at Trinity College. We're going to go check out the Book of Kells. This manuscript was written in 800 AD. It is the story of the life of Jesus Christ, written by the Gospels John, Luke, Mark, and Matthew. Now you need reservations to see this book. They do not let you record, take pictures of the book itself, but you can record or take pictures everywhere else. And the book changes because, like we said, there's 4 different Gospels. Well, they put out the different Gospels every 2 months, so you might see a different Gospel when you're here. So there's a QR code when you first come in. You scan it. It's a self-guided tour, and then we're going to go check out all the different pictures. So they have the whole history of the Book of Kells here. It looks like at 1040 AD it got destroyed by fire a couple times, and then after they reproduced it, they sent it to Ireland in the 1653 to keep it safe. That's where it's been ever since.
The Book of Kells is written on vellum, which is calf skin, and they used 185 calves to make it.
The Book of Kells is right behind me. It's kept in a dark room because light will destroy it. So they keep it in a dark, very cool room. And as you can see, it says no photography inside because they want to keep it completely safe. We're gonna go check out the long room next. This is the world's oldest library. It was built in 1732. Parts of it is under construction right now, and some of the books have been removed while it's under construction. Alright, so the experience also has an 8-minute video on the Book of Kells, and then
Should you be interested in touring the campus, they actually have guided tours that you can take around the Trinity College campus. Our next stop is the Guinness Storehouse, where we will be taking a self-guided tour through the Guinness factory. And Guinness is Ireland's most famous beer. At the end of it, you get to go to the Gravity Bar, which you can have a drink, and it offers you a 360 view of Dublin.
Let's go.
One thing to note, you have to book your reservations online before you come. There is a self-guided tour, which is what we'll be doing, or you can pay a little bit more money and have the full experience tour. So I'm standing over the 9,000-year lease that Arthur Guinness had signed in 1759.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it's going to be here a long time.
The whole experience is done in English, but if you do speak another language, they have you covered, and they can give you little devices that will tell you what's being said.
Found my new job. Every day at 10 a.m. they have a team of taste testers that come out and make sure that it's the way it's supposed to be.
Whew. This is 7 floors. What a walk.
Yeah. You get your exercise here. If you're in the Guinness factory, you might as well try a slice of the Guinness cake. Let's try a bite of it. This cake has a nice chocolate taste to it, but it's really firm. It's moist but firm. What you're actually supposed to do is have a Guinness in Ireland, and what better place than to actually come to the source.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be the best here.
Yeah. I don't have much to base that on. I want to say I had a taste of somebody's Guinness way long ago, but I can't even remember what it tasted like.
So,
but I hear a lot of people say that even if you don't like it, you have to have it here because you'll probably like it here.
the first couple floors, there were actual stairs, but as you get higher up, they become escalators, and there's a gift shop just below us, and they have Guinness that you can drink. So I'm thinking maybe they're thinking, all right, if you're a little woozy, we're gonna put you up the escalator now.
And it smells like beer in here.
I feel like this place is dedicated to the drunker you are.
Yeah, the higher you go, the drunker you are.
Yeah. Over here is 1837, which is another bar.
I think everybody recognizes this guy that drinks Guinness. Wow, we got natural talent, kid. All right, we're gonna head up to the Gravity Bar where we get our complimentary drink.
It didn't get safer, it got worse.
The whole point of the Gravity Bar is to come up here and enjoy your Guinness. Fortunately, a lot of people camp themselves out at these tables, and we're there for quite a while. You can also buy extra vouchers and that, so I think that's what a lot of them are doing. But look at this view.
Yeah, it's incredible. You can see all of Dublin from up here.
Yep.
If you bring the kids here, they also give out free soda with your ticket. So you can either do a Guinness, they had a yellow beer here too, I don't know what the name was, or you could do soda for the kids.
We saw for a little bit extra, you can actually have your picture printed on the foam of your beer.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat.
It's neat, but I don't know that I want to pay for that. It's something I'm just going to drink 10 seconds later. 1 beer will do you good. 2 beers are even better. 3 is probably too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that foam is awesome.
So we're here at our next stop, St. Patrick's Cathedral. This building behind me, which is gorgeous, it was built between 1220 and 1259. It is believed to be the ancient site of the well that St. Patrick himself drank from. It costs $10 per person. It goes through Monday through Saturday. You can get free guided tours, and Sunday they actually have a service here. Let's go. It's so beautiful. It almost looks like an old castle. audio guide. It's pretty cool. You listen to it. And we got a map. They do offer free guided walking tours. They're Monday through Saturday. They do not have them on Sunday because of the service.
This stone is 1,000 years old. That's incredible.
It's amazing. So the door behind me is actually from 1492. And there were two powerful families fighting. And at the very end, the one guy says, "Cut off my arm or shake my hand," and they decided on peace instead of violence, and that was the end of the battle.
So these flags up here are from all the different conflicts, and they're hung there, and they're just left to rot on their own, so that's what resolves it. They just fall apart.
Stained glass windows, that's what lets all the light into this church. There's a certain way that you're supposed to read it, and it tells you a story as you read it. It's really neat on each of these windows. This is a model of the church. The church has not changed very much over the years, but in 1860 it closed for 5 years, and the owner of Guinness himself helped with the restoration of it. The stone behind me, they actually found on the property. It's over 1,000 years old, and it's the stone that marked St. Patrick's weapon. If you don't want to take the tour, it was relatively easy to follow along with this, and you spend maybe a half hour and you can do the whole church. And if you want to get more in detail, probably about an hour, give yourself. All right, let's go on to our next step.
Our next stop is the Dublin Castle. This was constructed in the early 13th century on an old Viking settlement. It was originally occupied by the English and then later the British. In 1922, it was handed back to the Irish after the Irish independence, and now it is used for government and key tourism. Looks like you can buy your tickets online, or you can show up at the gate and buy them. They have both self-guided and professional tours. And the self-guided are about 30 minutes, and the guided ones are about an hour.
They do have free lockers here. You're not allowed to bring your book bags in. So you just put your stuff in and then put a code in.
Unfortunately, you are also not allowed to film in here, so we'll be switching over to still pictures at that point. Catch you on the other side. That was a pretty cool tour. Plenty of options. Obviously, we weren't allowed to record inside. They have an audio tour, and you can actually scan it with your phone. The book works just fine, but even in reality, all the plaques that were up in the room did tell you everything that you needed to know about it. At one point, there was a fire, and this place was rebuilt in the 17th century, so you may have noticed that the brick is a little more modern than something that you would be used to in a medieval sense. And finally, they use this place still to this day. Every 7 years, they swear in a new leader to Ireland. They host a lot of events here, and past presidents and kings and queens have stayed here. So we're gonna go kill some time and then head to our next stop.
So our next stop is St. Stephen's Green. With all of this bustling city life, we wanted to come out and check out some nature. So they have this beautiful park here. It's 27 acres. There is actually a memorial for Yeats here. So we're gonna go walk around and see what it looks like.
It's almost like they need to put spikes on top of these things so the birds stop landing and doing that.
I'm thinking the statue has seen better days. But that's it. Well, that was a nice little park. We got to get some exercise in, like we haven't been walking this whole time. But I could see on a sunny day like today, when it's nice and warm, you can come down here with a picnic and have some fun. There's also a playground, so you can bring the kids. It looks really nice. They do have some statues that you can check out, and a lot of birds, if you're into checking out some birds.
The next stop we wanted to point out was the National Museum of Ireland. There's actually 4 different locations with different types of stuff. I have decorative art and history, country life, natural history, and archaeology. We won't be doing this today, but it is free to do, and it does look like there may be some things missing from their displays, but you know, maybe you'll be lucky when you get here.
Yeah, and unfortunately it's like 10,000 artifacts, so we just don't have the time, because this seems like it would be like a half a day to an all-day thing.
Yeah, especially since it's free. You know how much we love free.
So if you have time, stop at Merrion Square Park. They have a monument to Oscar Wilde. He was Irish's famous poet and playwright. He also went to Trinity College here in Dublin. At one point he was found to be gay and they put him in prison. You know, it was sad for the times there. And he eventually did get out, but the diet from the prison food and all that kind of took toll on his body. And then 1900 he died. If you also have time, right across the street from his monument is actually his house too, so you can go check out his house.
All right, we're at our final stop.
Yeah.
This is the Brazen Head.
So this is Dublin's oldest pub, established 1198.
Yes, it's incredible.
I can't even think about what type of history this place has seen.
Right.
Right.
So we're just gonna pop in for a drink and kind of show you what it's about and probably wrap up there.
Yeah, so this place offers food and they have music and there's alcohol, of course. So,
yep.
All right,
let's head in.
Walking, it's filled with dollar bills on the wall. Come check it out. Okay, so it looks like they have normal food here. You got your seafood chowders, your beef and Guinness stews, your bacon and cabbage, you got your fish and chips, you know, everything, all kinds of Irish food here. We're not going to eat here though because we just had food, so we're going to go get a drink.
Well, we got our drinks.
Yep.
Found yourself a nice seat.
Nice little seat here out in the garden.
Yep.
There is seating indoors, but a lot of it said reserved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after the ornery bartender explained that to us, gave us that authentic feel, we managed to order our drinks. Got myself a whiskey.
Yeah. We just got a beer.
Yeah.
But this place is pretty neat. I mean, it's really old. You see, you're touching like 800-year-old walls. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Gage was looking it up. We're not sure if this actually can be proven as the oldest, because apparently outside and around Ireland there are other bars claiming to be as old or if not older.
Yeah, it says oldest in Dublin, but I don't know, maybe it isn't.
Yeah.
Like most pubs that play music, this one doesn't start till 9 p.m. and it's 8:20 right now, so we probably will miss the music.
Yep. We even saw room rates.
Yeah, that's
So,
interesting.
This is the Brazen Head Hotel, so apparently you can get rooms here too. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but I like it, all this old architecture. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna enjoy ourselves, finish our drink, and then probably wrap up. Okay, explorers, I think this is where we're gonna leave you.
Yep, we had an awesome time here in Dublin. I know some of the stuff we did was touristy, but you know, it's our first time, so you know, we wanted to check out some of the tourist stuff.
Yeah, well, we hope you enjoyed our tour of Dublin. We know it wasn't everything.
Yes,
I mean,
there's
that's-
so much more. If you guys know, if you have any more suggestions, pubs, places to see, restaurants, anything, put them in the comments, because you know, our viewers can watch and then enjoy, you know, coming here.
Yeah.
So.
And a lot of it just has to do with cost and the time that you're spending here. We have so much more of Ireland that we're going to see that we didn't want to waste any part of it that we possibly could. Not that it's a waste, but we have so much more to see.
Yeah.
All right, well, as always, thank you for coming along with us. Keep exploring.
And we'll see you on the next one.